Yo! What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the cheapest way to do Team Diamond sets in MUT 21, whether you want to get the card for your team, or if you want to do these sets to try to make some profit, or if you just want to calculate, is it cheaper to do the set versus buying the card and the power-up right off of the auction house. So a lot of different examples on how to help you out with these Team Diamond sets. And if you're chasing after the Barry Sanders, the Master set, this is going to be vital. So I'm the Spreadsheet Master, I think, right? I got to give myself that title. We are going to introduce another spreadsheet. I used this one last year, but there will be a link to it down below in the description of this video and probably every video going forward. So you can always check any of my videos for the kind of reoccurring spreadsheets that we use throughout the year. And how I'm going to start this video out is just kind of explaining the spreadsheet and my thinking and what everything on here means. And then we'll jump over to the actual game and kind of show you some real life examples. So right now we're taking a look at the Bengals theme diamond, which rewards you to KO spikes. And in this case, I actually finished this set, so it's all done. But I do have some other examples. So on your screen right now, you can't see it. I'm just going to switch to another view really quick. When you see this spreadsheet, if you look down below, there's going to be various teams. Now, I can't promise you that I'm going to do every single NFL team because I'm still undecided if I'm going to try to do the Barry Sanders set or not. But if you notice, we can click here and we have the Rams, we have the Bucks. These are the three ones that I'm currently working on. I should say two because the Bengals are done. This will update as I go through and maybe add other teams. You know, I might want to go for Jermichael Finley with the Packers. We're working on the Eagles one. I just haven't added that. So check back. Feel free to edit this yourself because you're going to have to. If you go to File and then make a copy, it will allow you to rename it or do whatever you want with it. You click OK, and then it will allow you to go in and edit anything you want in this because you're going to have to edit it. You can't use my values here. It won't make any sense if you don't. So it's very important that you go to File and make a copy when you're doing this. So let's go ahead and back to the kind of the zoomed in view. And I'm just going to explain this sheet, right? So we take the Bengals. What I do is I type out, and this is kind of a step-by-step tutorial on what I think you should be doing. I type out all the names, okay? And then what I do is I go first pass is I'm literally going to go through each card within that set, and whatever the price is when I immediately see it. So let me jump to the console as a quick example. We'll use the Bengals as an example since we're on that sheet. Of course, I've already done the set. These are repeatable, by the way. So if you find one that continues to make you coins, you can keep doing it if you want. It's no problem with that. So basically, I'll go through each card. So I would go to Geno Atkins, right? And I would see his immediate price on here is $33K. I'm going to write that down under the first pass section. So right here, I would write $33K. And then I would go down to the next one. We go to AJ Green. We're going to see him. He's going to go for $18.50, $18,850. So we're going to update the spreadsheet, and we would just continue to go down that path. Now, I want to leave the original values I have in here because that's going to hurt the example if I change them. So I would go through every single card. Now, the ones that have zeros mean I had it in my binder already. So I don't need these cards. I don't need to spend any coins on them. If you're starting from scratch, it's going to be a little different versus if you already had a couple cards in your binder. That's obviously going to affect your profit margin there. So once I'm all the way done with that, if we scroll a little bit further down, it's going to do the math. So that very first column is saying, if I took all the cards that I have for the Bengals set and then bought all the cards at the first price that I saw on each one, it's going to cost me 100,400 coins, okay? Then my target one is, this is what do I want to pay for this card actually? So I would pretty much undercut everything on here. So I saw Geno Atkins for 22.1. I want to pay 21K for it. With AJ Green, 21.6. I think I can get it for 21K. Boyd, 15.1. I think I get 14K. I think you see the point here. As we got to some of the lower overalls, I was seeing, you know, like this Tate, 2,800 coins. You know, some of these cards, if you're patient enough, you can get them for very low prices. So I'm going to try to get 2K. So then we get to the bottom here, and I say if I take all the cards I already had and then bought all of the cards that I need at the values that I think are fair or that I can get them for, I'm going to end up paying about 90K, 90.5K for this set to be completed. Okay? Then my third section is what did I actually pay for this card? So now I'm going through each card within the set that I need, and I'm targeting this middle column. I want Geno Atkins for 21K. It didn't work out for me. I waited forever. You can see he's at 33K now as part of this video. So I ended up eventually settling for 24K. But then you take a look at AJ Green. I said, I want this card. I think I can get him at least at 21K. Every time I searched the auction house until I found him for either 21K or less, I did not buy him. I stayed very, very kind of diligent and persistent with I'm not going below these numbers or above these numbers on some of these cards. I was patient. I got him for 19K. Now we had to spend a little bit more for Boyd. And sometimes when you get to the end of it, if you catch enough deals on some cards, you're willing to overpay for others versus your target value. So, you know, Jackson I got for 3.6 when I was willing to pay 4.5. And at the end of the day, all of the cards that I ended up buying here that were either over or under, which if you look, the majority of them were under my target value, I ended up spending 89,490. So 89,490 coins. So I got this set done for all the cards that I had to buy, plus the cards that I had for 89,490. Now over here, we got some math for you guys. Geno Atkins, Takeo Spikes is the theme diamond for the Bengals. So what we did is we went on the auction house and we found out the price of his power-up, which was 12K. Then we went and saw on the auction house what his diamond was. It was about 89K. So at that time, I said to myself, if I wanted both of these cards, it's going to cost me 101,000 coins to buy it off the auction house. If we go back down here, I know it's not a huge difference, but it would have been cheaper to do the set, buy all the cards for the set, even at my first pass, even at my first look. Now, with the target values, it was even more cheaper, and what I actually played, it was even less cheaper. So instead of paying 101K to buy this card off the auction house, I went ahead and did the set. That's what kind of told me it's cheaper to do the set. Now if we want to talk about selling these cards and making coin off of it, we're going to say, all right, if I did the set for 89K and I sold the power-up and the diamond at these prices, this is the tax, this is what they cost after tax, I'm going to sell them for about 90K, 90,900 coins. Now, we compare, and I know I'm doing math all over the place. This also does the math here for you under the target and actual. This is saying if I sold those two cards at my target prices, I would have made 400 coins. Not a big profit at all. Of course not. If I sold them, and when I say them, I mean the power-up and the theme diamond, or team diamond. If I sold them after what I actually paid, that's the actual section, I would have made 1,410 coins. Now, I know that's not a profit, and my purpose of doing this particular set is because I wanted Takeo Spikes on my team, so I'm cool there. But if you're going for that Barry set, you know, this is one of the 32 teams you need to get done, and even if you make 1,000 coins off of it, that's cool, because that's 1 out of 32 collectibles you basically got for free, even at 1,000 coin profit, even at a 400 coin profit. So now we're going to go to a card like DRE Blind, and this is one that I am currently in the process of trying to get done. And as you can see, numbers are going to be a little bit more expensive because this is a highly sought after card. So we went through all of the overalls here for the Rams, and I said it would have cost me at the first pass, we had, what, 2 cards out of all of these, I think 22 total. I'm saying here it would cost me 250K, 250,650 coins to do this set if I bought all the cards at first sight. Then I said, what can I realistically pay for these cards? And I went through and did my target values like I did with the Bengals set. And I said, all right, if I can hit these target values, I can get this set done for 218,500 coins. Now I'm going along, and there's still a lot of cards I need to buy. And we're going to go through the auction house in a moment within the Rams on console. But I've been diligently going through this list, and I got, you know, Johnson under target value. I got Goff under target value, actually at target value. I got Blythe 500 coins under. I got this guy, A. Robinson, 1.5K, 100 coins. Some of these I'm barely getting under, but I'm in the process now of trying to get this set done for the cheapest way possible, and if I hit all my target values, I'm absolutely going to do that. Now here's where we make some coin. Now, if you don't want this blind, you want to do this set for actual profit, what I now am doing here is I saw that the Bly card was 70k for his power-up card, and then his diamond was 268. So if I wanted to buy those two cards outright, it would have cost me 338k, versus I could do the set for 250. If I hit my actual or my targets, I can do the set for 218. So it's way cheaper to do the set versus buy it off the auction house. So that's what that's calculating. Now, if I wanted to sell these cards, this is what it is after tax. If I do this set and sell the diamond, sell the power up after tax at these prices, I can get 304k back. So even if I hit my target value, which is 218,000, we're going to make profit. And the profit is all calculated down here for you, 85,700. So anytime I plug a number in here, it's going to update the actual. The target's not going to change right now, but it'll update everything for you. So that's why it's very important that you go to File and make a copy. So when I'm done going through all of these cards, and if I hit my target value, I now know what the profits, or I'm sorry, the actual value. Once this is all calculated, once I get this set done, if I want to sell this DRE Blind and his power up, it's going to calculate how much profit. Now, of course, it's telling me I'm going to make 271k, but that's because I have a bunch of cards I didn't buy. If I buy Jalen Ramsey for 100k, I mean, there goes 100k of my profit. All in all, it's going to do the math for you. So if we jump back on over to console, I have the Rams here in front of me. What I'm going to do is just go down to all the way down to Rams here. And we have 10 out of the 22 we need. So my target value here for Jalen Ramsey is 95k. Can I realistically get it at that price? I don't know. His price has been fluctuating a lot, but look, he's right there for 95k. Do I buy him? 95,600. Do I spend the extra 600? I might be willing to. I'm not gonna for this purpose right now, but with the top card of the set, I'm probably willing to do that, but I'm gonna give it another minute here. So then we're going to go to the next card, which is Robert Woods. We looked at our spreadsheet. We originally saw him for 19,350. We said we can get him for 17. That's what we're willing to pay. Right now, he's still 19. So we're just going to move along. We're going to keep going until we find cards that are either at or under our target value. Next one up is Cooper Kupp. We said 18K. Guess what? He's 18K on the dot. I'm going to go ahead and buy him. So now if I go to my auction or my spreadsheet, we got him for 18K. That was actually my target. Watch the numbers update. Watch the actual update, and it went down to 253. Once you fill in all those blanks, it's going to tell you the profit. It's going to calculate it. But off rip, you already know just off the first pass if you're going to have to spend more to get the set done or to buy the card. Normally, it's probably going to be cheaper to do the set in all these situations. It's two things. Is it going to be profitable for you or not profitable to sell the reward cards? If you're going after that berry set, that's information you're going to want to know. If you're just trying to do the sets to get the cards, like I said, this is going to let you know or help you out. But I think for most cases, you're going to be cheaper off right now doing the set just because, you know, people are overpricing them a little bit on the auction house. So I think you guys get the point. I know most of this video we spent like on the auction house itself rather than, or I'm sorry, on the spreadsheet itself rather than on the auction house, but hopefully I explained it to you. Hopefully you can utilize it. Again, the link to this spreadsheet is down below in the description. It's quite simple. Listen, guys, put the names down, go through the auction house, write down the values, or put in the values, I should say. It will calculate it for you. It'll tell you how much it's going to cost for you to do the set. Then undercut all of those first pass numbers and target something cheaper, something a little bit more affordable. And then when you start buying the cards, actually try to get under the target. This helps you budget. So you know how many coins you have, you know what you're going to make, you know what you're going to do. And that's all I got, man. If you got any questions about this, you're confused, you don't understand it, best way to reach me, down below in the description of this video. There's going to be a link. It says find me on all social media and all platforms. This is how you find my Discord link. So you go ahead and click that. It's going to give you a link, and I know it's a little zoomed in here, so my apologies. We'll move it over. But it's going to give you a link to my Twitch, to my YouTube, and there is the Discord. Go ahead and click that Discord. It'll invite you to it, and there's a lot of people in there that can help you out. It's like a big chat room for my MUT community, and that's the best way to reach me and ask questions. And again, there's other people in there that can help you out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.